So you are telling me I can get a smartphone with a big 6.7-inch screen, 120Hz refresh rate, a 50 megapixel, Android 14 and 5000 mAh battery, all without breaking the bank? That's exactly what the Realme C75 4G promises. But is it actually any good, or just another budget phone with big numbers and small delivery? Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Tech by Nazon. Here we dive into the tech that matters, especially for those of you trying to get the most value out of every naira. Today's spotlight is on the brand new Realme C75 4G, a device that's got some pretty bold specs for budget phones. Is it worth your money in 2025? We are going to break it all down: design, performance, camera, software, everything. So grab your snack and let's get into the video. Let me walk you through what you typically find inside the box. You get the phone itself, of course, a USB Type-C charging cable, a 3 fast charger, which is honestly nice to see in this price range, a SIM card injector, and some paperwork. Let's talk about the design. This gold variant I've been using is actually kind of flashy in a good way. The rear panel has this shiny reflective look with a dual-tone camera module that gives it some visual personality. It's got that vibe of a phone that wants to be noticed. It's a 6.7mm thick, which makes it fairly slim, and it weighs around 189 grams, so it feels solid without being a brick in your pocket. The frame is plastic, the back is plastic, it's well built, the fingerprint sensor is high there mounted, built into the power button, and it works quickly. You got your volume buttons and SIM tray on the left. This is honestly one of the main highlights of the phone. A 6.7-inch IPS LCD with a 120Hz refresh rate. Let that sink in. A 120Hz panel on a budget phone. That's usually reserved for mid-range and flagship phones, but Realme is pushing it down to the lower end. Really notice the difference when you are scrolling through Instagram, Twitter, or just browsing. Everything feels smoother. Resolution wise, it's full HD plus 1080p plus 2400 pixel, and brightness maxes out around 950 nit. That means even under sunlight the screen is still usable. It's not AMOLED, so don't expect this ink black or ultra punchy colors, but for LCD it holds its own. Software wise, we are getting Android 14 out of the box with Realme UI layered on top, but it's clean enough. You do get some bloatware pre-installed, but the good news is you can uninstall most of it. Animations are smooth, multitasking works well, and overall it feels polished for the price. No weird bugs or lag during my time with it, which is a big deal for daily usability. Now, when it comes to memory, there are two variants available: the 6GB RAM with a 128GB storage, the 8GB RAM with 128GB storage. Then the one that I've been testing is the 8GB RAM model, and honestly it holds up pretty well. The RAM is a LPDDR4X, I'm going to put it on the screen, and the storage is eMMC 5.1. Not as fast as UFC storage, but acceptable for everyday tasks. And yes, there is a dedicated micro SD card slot, so if you are the type who stores a lot of music, photos, or movies offline, this phone got you covered without forcing you to sacrifice a SIM slot. Under the hood, the C75 4G is powered by Snapdragon 685. It's a 6nm chip, which means it's more power efficient than older 2.nm or 4.nm processor. For daily use, think calls, WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube, it's more than enough. I also played Call of Duty Mobile and X-Fact 9. And while you need to drop the graphics down a bit, the gameplay was smooth with minimal stutter. It is not a performance beast, but for the price, it does its job and does it very well. Alright, let's talk about the cameras. On the back, you've got 15 megapixel sensor, you got 2 megapixel depth sensor. In daylight, the 15 megapixel camera takes surprisingly good shots. Data are solid, colors are pretty accurate, and the dynamic range is decent. You do lose a little bit of sharpness and contrast in a flaky light, but overall this price is more than serviceable. Portrait mode actually works okay too, but decent edge detection. Night photography is usable with a night mode on, but don't expect miracles. There is noise and softness, but at least it doesn't totally fall apart in low light. The selfie cam is 8 megapixel, good enough for video calls, and even you've got decent lighting in yourself when turned out fine. But yeah, Realme's beauty mode still tends to over smooth the skin sometimes. Video wise, you are limited to a 1080 pixel at 30 frames a second on both the front and the rear cameras. No 4K or stabilization magic here, but for casual TikToks or quick clips, it gets the job done. This is another area where the C75 shines. A 5000 mAh battery paired with a 6nm processor and Realme's optimization equals serious endurance. On a regular day, browsing, watching video, few games and some calls, I easily got a day and a half. And even on heavy usage days, I was never reaching for the charger. Speaking of charging, it supports 30W fast charging, and I went from 0 to 50% in just under 30 minutes, which is very respectable. respectable or respectable, anyone you can call it. At the time of recording, the 8GB RAM variant of Realme C75 4G is going for around 435,000 naira. It's around close to maybe 200 and something dollars on Amazon Nigeria. Price will be obviously varies depending on where you are buying it from, but it sits squarely in the upper budget or lower mid-range category, and for what it offers, the price feels pretty fair. The Realme C75 4G is a phone that is clearly designed to stand out in the budget segment. You've got a smooth 120Hz display, modern software, a reliable Snapdragon chip, a battery life that lasts all day and more. Sure, the cameras are average in low light and eMMC storage isn't that super fast, but if you prioritize a solid performance, good display and long battery life, this phone delivers a lot. I would say this is deal for students, working class folks or anyone looking for a reliable phone. It's not perfect, but it punches well above its own weight. And that's it for the day in the depth review of the Realme C75 4G. If you find this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below. What do you think about this phone? Would you consider it, or do you have your eyes on something else? Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.